What's up, guys? This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. And guys, I gotta go in. I got to go in. I went onto Twitter earlier today and I saw that my very, very good friend, the lovely Reina Creole, check out her channel. You won't be sorry. She had posted on Twitter, all right, this link to Bounding into Comics where we have Star Trek The Next Generation Z-list character Wesley Crusher. The actor who played him, Wil Wheaton, has gone on record as saying to the Star Trek fans who don't like what Kurtzman is doing with Star Trek these days, which is just about all of us, he's saying, go and do something else. Well, you know, I can't blame him for that because after all, he's kind of right in that sense, and most of us already have. But the fact that he would actually say this is just showing that he's probably about as tone deaf as I always believed he was. So let's see what Mr. Crusher has to say before I crush ya. And this is in Bounding into Comics, and it says here, Star Trek, The Next Generation star Wil Wheaton tells Star Trek fans who don't like Kurtzman Trek to go do something else. And this is by Spencer Bakuli. And it says here, Star Trek The Next Generation and The Big Bang Theory star Wil Wheaton recently opened up about his thoughts on the current state of Star Trek, of the Star Trek franchise, and offered his opinion that the long-running sci-fi franchise is exciting now as it ever has been. Has been. The irony. All right, so let's see. Scrolling through, I'm just going to get to the good part because they're talking about other stuff that nobody cares about. And let's see here. As the interview progressed, Movie Trek or TrekMovie.com's Anthony Pascali eventually broached the topic of Star Trek and asked the actor if he ever worried about what people sometimes call franchise fatigue. All right, he says, Wheaton replied, I don't care about franchise fatigue. See, you're starting off wrong already, Mr. Crusher. You're saying you don't care about franchise fatigue. Okay, that's like saying I don't care about the fans. Proceeding on. All right. I mean, either you like it, or you don't, Wil Wheaton stated. Either you come and participate in the storytelling, or you don't. It's a giant world with lots of people in it, and if you don't like it, God bless you. Go do something else. That's fine. That's just the way it is. Wheaton further observed, you're never going to be all things to all people. There it goes again. Why do they all say that? They all say the same thing. Oh, you can't please everybody. You can't be all things to all people. That's just like saying, we're cool with not pleasing anybody. We're going to do what we do. We're going to make our money regardless. How about you just make a good, satisfying story? Okay? Nobody cares about you trying to be all things to all people. Just create something that is actually good quality. That's all anybody cares about. And then he says, if you try, you end up being beige, which is boring and uninteresting, kind of like the character of Wesley Crusher. Boring and uninteresting. That's exactly what you were. The weakest link of the Star Trek The Next Generation cast was easily Wesley Crusher. I'm just keeping it real. If you disagree and you have any other ideas on who is less interesting than Wesley Crusher, or more boring, let me know in Star Trek The Next Generation. The actor has revealed that he thinks Star Trek is exciting now as it maybe ever has been. There's just so much wonderful storytelling happening. This guy is going for a job. I think that's what's happening. Wil Wheaton, you at this point, I think you're just looking for a walk-on or something like that. You're saying everything that you need to be saying, I think. And there are such great casts bringing such great stories to life right now. It's a wonderful moment to be a Star Trek fan. Dude, come on, bro. When asked by Pascali, of all the new and upcoming shows, which one has you the most interested? Wheaton heaped praise upon the animated sitcom Star Trek Lower Decks and claimed, it is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Yo, this dude is completely delusional. You are so far up in the butt crack. This is coming straight out of the butt crack, guys. He's like coming through. Oh, there's a world out here. You're so far up in there, Wesley. I don't know. Wheaton then compared Lower Decks to the series he starred in, Star Trek The Next Generation, and said, I interviewed the showrunner and the director, and I've interviewed some of the actors, and we have talked about how if you inverted the A and B stories of The Next Generation, then Lower Decks is what you get. And I absolutely love that. What was that beeping? Did you guys hear that? A beep? On the subject of Lower Decks, Pascal would note that a couple of weeks ago on a Metaverse panel, Lower Decks showrunner Mike McCann said, "Hey, we'd love to bring Wesley into the show," and asked if Wheaton, if he would do the show. See, this is what it's all about, guys. This is what it's all about. What do you think Wil Wheaton is going to say, whether he would star on Lower Decks? Wil Wheaton goes on to say, "Yeah, of course I would do it in a heartbeat," Wheaton responded. And honestly, I feel like animation is probably where Wesley could actually exist in his most faithful canonical form right now. You're probably right about that, Wil Wheaton. Well, guys, I'm not going to read the rest of this because I got to investigate what that beeping sound was. But there you have it. Wil Wheaton is suggesting that if you don't like what Alex Kurtzman is doing with Star Trek, go do something else. And I'm more than happy to take that advice. Guys, Wil Wheaton, you are entitled to your own opinion. I mean, I would respect it more if I really did think it was your own opinion and it wasn't you trying to ass kiss your way into a new job. But whatever, you can say whatever you want. But once again, you're making the same mistake that everybody else makes by discarding the fans and what the fandom is saying. You can address the fans' dissatisfaction with the show without being insulting that way. You know, and you guys haven't figured it out by now. It's like you need to go and figure out what you're doing wrong. And I don't know what to say. You've been around long enough to know that there is a world of difference between what we're seeing now in Star Trek and what it was back when you were actually a minuscule part of it, Wil Wheaton. But, you know, go on, do what you need to do. And once again, the fans will have the last word, as we always do. And, guys, you can get in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about Wil Wheaton's comments. You know, is it something? Is it nothing? You know, either way, it doesn't really matter. This kid is a non-factor. And by the way, where's his chin? Where's Wil Wheaton's chin? That's what I want to know. But that's just being petty. But anyway, guys, like I said, sound off in the comment section. You can like, share, subscribe. And as always, you can catch me on Twitter. Give me a follow. The link to this article, as well as my Twitter page, will be in the description box below. And I will see you on the next one. That's it for now, guys. I'll check you later. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.